Imagine, if you would, a warm summer morning. The grass is green, the trees swaying softly in the wind, and the birds chirping, filling the crisp air with wonderful soft song. Now, pave over that grass miles of flat, barren concrete. Buzz down the trees and erect metal skyscrapers to block out the sun. And choke the birds to death with relentless pumping of toxic smog. This is Cyberpunk, the world of tomorrow. Welcome to the dark future. This world is a place in which man and machine are one, unable to be reconciled. In the wake of a major political turmoil, the nation-state that was once called the United States of America has collapsed. There is no America anymore, only a myriad of independent states like Texas, and a budding empire calling itself the NUSA, wearing the name of the old US like a con man wears a trustworthy smile. Sometime in the 1990s, government corruption became unsustainable, and the world suffered a massive economic collapse. Millions died in the wake of this event, and the road was paved for corporations to step in and use their resources to control the mayhem. Before the collapse, however, a genius businessman, Richard Knight, founded a massive city project, one that was intended to be able to withstand the oncoming collapse. A shining beacon of capitalism, funded by megacorporations who still control it to this very day. Eventually, the man himself was killed mysteriously, and the city was renamed to Night City in his honor. Now it stands as a demented parody of his original vision. Whereas Knight wanted his city to uplift people and withstand the coming dangers, the city only serves to bleed the pockets of anybody who's not eating $80 steaks, of course, made out of nano-composite gold alloy. To put it simply, the core are chewed up by the machine, and it is the corpse that spits them out. Corporations rule the world. Their money is the lifeblood which keeps the world moving. Nobody smart gets in the way of a megacorp's profit. Life as an executive is dangerous. In order to survive, one must become a snake. Executives have to display power at all times, lest an up-and-coming junior executive slips a knife into their back, figuratively and or literally. Don't blame the guy. That same executive was going to do the same thing to his boss, and so on and so on. The corporate life is not an easy one. Being in charge of privatized armies, proxy wars around the globe, and developing top secret technologies is particularly stressful. So don't get on their bad side, or else you'll be facing the business end of a lethal solo team sent by Jim from accounting on floor 23. Weapons aren't the only thing Corps develop. Cybernetic enhancements and genetic engineering are the way of the future. Neural implants are as common as cell phones, and fashion models change bodies like a hermit crab changes shells. Unfortunately, the hermit crab has gone extinct, along with the rest of the other animals that stood in the way of corporate profit, leaving our poor fashionistas wear things like synthetic tiger fur instead of real tiger. In the dark future, anything is possible. Cybernetic arms, combat implants, advanced medicine, all of it yours for the right price. Some things are a little too possible for comforts, such as the multitudes of deadly bioplagues unleashed into the world by warring corporate parties and special interest groups. Even rumors of genetically engineered werewolves prowling the desert wasteland, forever on the hunt for new flesh to devour. Most of these are possible in the dark future. However, a far more immediate predator lurks in the shadows, ruling the underground with a sometimes literal iron fist. Corporations rule the world high above in their skyscraper towers. But what about the little people? Corporations could not care less about the petty squabbles the masses have. Things like food, medicine, shelter. In their opinion, if you wanted any of those things, you should have paid for it. So how does a lowly peasant survive in a broken future? Crime, of course. Violence is a way of life in the dark future. Many people murder each other by the dozens every day for many reasons, mainly of which, survival. If you want to survive in Night City, you have to stick together. Many gangs in Night City enhance themselves with cybernetics, combat drugs, gene splicing to give them an edge over rival booster gangs. As a result, many gang wars in one of two ways. One side backing down, or both sides leaving in body bag. The reason for gang conflict are many, but like all things, it almost certainly comes down to money. The net is a sprawling digital network which connects every computerized appliance and every terabyte of information to one singular web. It is said to be the realm of rogue AI programs capable of wreaking havoc on the real world if they ever escape their realm. It is a dangerous thing for netrunners to attempt an interface with the net. There is always a small chance that the next data cache they open contains a nasty surprise. A lethal dose of black ice digital defenses that can stop the heart, fry the brain of any netrunner who digs where they aren't supposed to. Generally, netrunners can do an incredible amount when connected to a subnet. Virtually anything connected to the server that a netrunner has sliced into can be controlled, data mined, or overloaded. And yes, that includes people as well. A skilled netrunner would have zero qualms or difficulty hacking into an enemy's neural link, turning their brain into sludge, or taking control of an enemy's sidearm and putting an end to the problem by their own hand. High-tech, low-life is the mantra of the dark future. Past the flashy design and heart-pounding action, ultimately is a life of loneliness and alienation. Nothing is right in the dark future. Everyone is hurting or running from something, united in despair by the worst-kept secret in the world. Humanity is obsolete, and there is no escape. So why does the Solo have to protect the scum-sucking businessman? Why does the Netrunner have to blackmail innocent people to feed their family? Why does the executive have to order assassinations on whistleblowers, just trying to do the right thing? There aren't any answers in Night City. Just people. Scared, strange, flawed people. In spite of this cold comfort, however, is an opportunity. Amidst the ever-alien neon signs, among the dark, smoky back alley streets, there's a chance to prove something. That you are human. In a world without soul or humanity, what are you going to do? How are you going to set yourself apart from the faces walking down the rainy sidewalk? What matters to you so much that you reach out, never let it go? Just like easy answers, happy endings are hard to come by in Cyberpunk. So whatever you decide on, you better make it count. I will leave off on this. There are 4 rules to Cyberpunk. Things which help a person get in the right mindset when jumping into the dark future. 1. Style over substance. Never walk into a room when you can strive. Being skilled at something is worthless if you don't look good doing it. Your cybernetics are equally about fashion as they are about cold-blooded murder. 2. Attitude is everything. Get into the spirit of things. Have fun. If you're a mohawk street punk, then sprawl your body out cockily. Spit insults. If you're a hard-boiled detective, hot on a lead, then sport that cleft chin and cigar from behind a shady trench coat. Play up to the role that you want to present. 3. Live on the edge. Never do anything small. Take risks. Be dangerous. The world is full of people that would rather play it safe, but you stand apart from those who would blend into the background of history. You may die, but that's what you're here for, right? 4. Break the rules. You're never going to get anywhere by playing other people's games. Think about how best to work outside the box, how to break the system for your benefit. After all, who's better to manipulate a broken system than a cyberpunk? Lastly, is one rule I've added myself. Something that wasn't explicitly stated, but nonetheless I'll include it here. No matter who you are, everyone follows the law of the jungle. Kill or be killed, all that stuff. But one thing rings true for every techie, nomad, netrunner, solo, cop, and executive in Night City.
You'll pull through. Doesn't matter how good you are in Night City. On your own, you're fucked.
And